These horses are champions, all of them on some level or another. And today is Champions Day here at Churchill Downs. That is what we are celebrating.
Yeah, looking forward as well to crowning a new champion this year. We know that the Derby's history has so many champions, the jockeys, the horses, the owners and trainers really among them too. The Kentucky Derby Museum is the place to remember those champions for sure, especially if you want to take a look back at some Derby's past. So Jim is there live for us this morning. Jim, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Grace and Eric. What a better place to talk about champions on Champions Day than inside the Derby Museum. We're right along the row of pillars here that commemorate all the Triple Crown winners that you have seen throughout history. In fact, of course, fittingly, right next to Secretariat. He celebrated his anniversary last year. But we're hoping to crown maybe potentially another Triple Crown winner as we go through the process this year as well. It all starts, of course, with the Kentucky Derby, the 150th running coming up on Saturday. But today we are honoring all of those past champions. Gates open at 11:30. First call to post is set for 12:45 to kick off a slate of races this afternoon. Now, there's going to be a couple of special things going on down at the track today. The new inductees for the Kentucky Sports Hall of Fame will be unveiled during today's event. There's also going to be an opportunity for you to take a photo with the PGA Championship Trophy, the Wanamaker Trophy, which will be on display here at Churchill Downs ahead of the tournament, which is coming up in 2 weeks out of Valhalla. And also on the big board today, look out for some interviews from horse racing legends and clips of some of the most iconic horse racing moments in history. We've actually been looking at some of those here in the museum as well. In particular, maybe this one you'll remember back in 2022, Rich Strike, an 80-1 capturing the Kentucky Derby win there. Maybe we're going to see history again this year. Eric, Grace?
Cool first Derby.
Yeah, oh, that was yours.
Yeah. All right, Jim, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Right. So we were just talking about that 80-1 odd. That was the first Derby that you saw.
Oh, yeah. Watching that moment was very intense there.
Yeah. So we've got a line. It's not just all happening here at Churchill Downs. Obviously, we're knee-deep in the Kentucky Derby Festival. The Belle of Louisville is going to race very slowly down the Ohio River today.
Absolutely. It's a Derby week staple. We know it. We love it. And the Belle is defending her title, her well-deserved title, against the Belle of Cincinnati, the rival there. The two boats racing for bragging rights and the coveted Silver Antlers. It's a 14-mile course beginning and ending at the Clark Memorial Bridge. The race kicks off at 6 p.m. and coming up on GMK, what the captains have to say about this year's race.
Get ready for that. They are an entertaining bunch and not the easiest interview to conduct because they are all over the place in a very, very fun way. Hey, we know there's a lot of people coming into the city. Some of you are already here, and we wish you a happy welcome to our city. But as the city prepares to welcome tens of thousands of more visitors for Oaks and Derby, the LMPD just released its traffic and parking plan for the weekend. Now, one major closure here is Central Avenue. While that's not a new thing for this event, it still is a major thoroughfare, so it's something that you should be aware of if you're going to try to get around. That's going to shut down today between Floyd Street and Taylor Boulevard. Now, if you plan on coming down, especially on Oaks and Derby, and you plan on using rideshare like Lyft or Uber, you need to be dropped off and picked up at the bronze lot at L&N Stadium. That is the only way you can access rideshare here in a consistent way. It's then about a 10-minute walk to or from Churchill Downs. The LMPD is also asking you to obey all parking signs, and they're cautioning you against clogging traffic.
There'll be no street racing, drifting, or the taking over of intersections. Our street racing ordinance will be strictly enforced. We will have plenty of tow vehicles in place to assist in the enforcing of the street racing ordinance.
Now, this is not part of my broadcast copy to say, but I'll tell you, don't try Metro Police. They will tow you, and they are very well prepared to do that. Now, to keep everybody safe, Metro Police are not here alone. There are also resources from the federal government, along with state and other members of local law enforcement. You can also expect to see Metro EMS, Louisville Fire, and other services.
If you are headed out to the track, we want to let you know that the window to buy parking for Churchill Downs closed on April the 15th. You're not entirely out of luck, though. You just have some options. Today and tomorrow, Churchill Downs is offering free parking with free shuttles from the Kentucky Expo Center. That extends to Friday and Saturday too, but you must have tickets with reserved seating and front side access to park and shuttle from the Expo Center. Just show your tickets at the gate. It's that easy. Shuttles begin running at 9 a.m. until Oaks, when shuttle service starts at 7:30. Now, L&N Stadium will also have some parking available starting tomorrow. Guests will have to park and walk to Churchill Downs. Parking prices range from $40 to $200 depending on how big your vehicle is, and it is first come, first served.
So our job is to take you with us wherever we go, and we are taking you to the magic here on the track at Churchill Downs, and we're going to do it in a lot of different ways. We've got a lot planned for you this week. So starting on Friday, you can check us out for WHAS11 special live coverage of the 150th running of the Kentucky Oaks. That's going to start at 3 o'clock. Now, let me take you into Saturday. Derby morning, we've got a full lineup for you. Starting at 6, you've got our special, The Greatest 2 Minutes. Some of you have already seen it. Hopefully you think it's as fantastic as we do, because it is a great show. Followed by WHAS11 live from the Derby Museum. That's going to start at 7 o'clock. Then at 10, our friend and friend of the show, Miss Claudia Coffey, is going to anchor a very special edition of Great Day Live. Again, that is at 10 o'clock.
I feel like we could create a list 7 pages long of all the special stuff, from us here on the backside to when Shay and Doug come out later in the week, and then the special. It's all a very, very exciting time, and worth it for Derby 150.
Very much worth it. One thing that's been exciting for us this morning is we're seeing some of the horses warm up behind us.
Oh my gosh.
Grace and I both have an affinity for great horses, and one just went back. Hey.